So I'm going to talk about Mimick and Copycat energies because I just went through them in detail. So I have a pretty good understanding of what they are, what they do, why they do it, and then how to get rid of them. All right. So I'm going to start with a Mimick energy. Now, and an energy can be a mimic and a copycat, okay? Some of you have experienced, you might have experienced this. And if you have, please, drop me a comment because I'm interested to hear your experience and what you've gone through. So typically this is like your energy that needs to feed off of another energy because it does not have the capacity or it's not connected to source, therefore it is not bringing in energy into itself, so that it must feed off of you. And when this energy actually attaches to you, those are usually like your narcissist, your sociopaths. Those are the real dangerous ones. Ugh. And evil, devilish energies. And so what they do is they attach to you, they actually connect to all of your chakras and they start to turn your chakras down. What does that mean? So your chakras are cones that go out of your body in the front and in the back. A skilled energy worker, basically these mimic copycat energies that want to really take over you, your entire identity. They want to become you. They want to steal everything from you. These are like destiny swappers. And they do this shit on purpose, at least the ones I've dealt with. Well, I can't really think of anybody that would want to do that to somebody else, so it's got to have ill intentions, right? Do you want to steal from somebody else? Do you want to take all that they are, their essence, everything? That's just gross energy to me. But that's what these energies do. They latch onto you. They actually turn your chakras down. So since your chakras go out like cones, what they do is they turn them until there is no cone anymore. Therefore, you have no attachment. You have no connection to the outside world. They become your connection. They become your God. They become you. And then they infiltrate, and they infiltrate hard. They will attach so many different things into you. I've seen bugs, I've seen little tracking devices, I've seen evil, munchy, snaky energies. Like the amount of stuff that they throw into someone, at least for me, is unbelievable. Because their goal is to keep you in a level of stasis, so you have no idea what's going on. These type of energies will isolate you from everyone. They will pit your family against you. They will make you think you're crazy. They will try to play God to you, making you think that they know everything and that you have to follow them, which means they're playing God. And in this particular energy that actually targeted me, this is my ex-husband. Yeah, I'm going to call that shit out. He was sent to find me, to take over my energy, to stop me, and to siphon off of me my gifts, my talents, my abilities, my expression, my creativity, everything, my light, my essence, my innocence. And this energy infiltrated my energy on all levels. And then it became sexual so there's another connection. So anywhere this energy attached to me, it started to become me. And what I found out this energy did, it actually took on the story. Because my ex-husband is part of a coven. He is part of a big organization that is also involved with the government and many other governments who use these psychic attacks, who use these individuals, because I do feel like he was used as what do they call that? A patsy, I think is what they call that. And they actually overrid his programming. And they fed him this story, my story of who I am. And then they also fed him the story of who my real divine partner is. And so he was under the impression, he thought he was my divine partner. He believed that we were meant to be together forever. He believed that he was going to build heaven on earth with me. But the truth is he was none of that. He was an evil devil energy who had powers and gifts. And the government used him as a weapon against me. Specifically the CIA and the DOD. And this shadow government, or this dark web, this coven of witches, warlocks, psychics, and others that cast spells, black magic, and other methods to stop individuals like me and you from reaching your true potential, because they realize if you reach your true potential, that their charade, their power is gone. So he basically would tell me stories about his life, who he was, and what he had done. But what I started to go into recently, get visions of the truth, I started to see that he's not that person at all. That person, the story that my ex-husband told me is true. But he stole that story to make it his own so that I would believe that that was him. Then once he infiltrated my energy, he started to take on my mannerisms, my happiness, my laughs, my jokes, my songs. He started to be me. That's more of the copycat. It's really disgusting, actually. And he did it all the way until the point where I got to the center of myself and I was like, who am I? And I heard his name and I was like, oh my God, what has happened to me? Why am I identifying as this person? And the deeper and deeper I go into this, I start to realize where these people come from and what he truly is. And when I finally was able to see the truth of who he is, he's the devil. He told me that. He told me that he had used drugs to go all the way back to the devil, took on that energy. He pulled that energy into himself, made a deal. And he had help with that. So that's what these energies do. That's on the masculine side. On the feminine side, similar situation, copycat energy, an energy that's part of the same coven, the same system. They were all taught the same. Her story isn't real about what happened to her. She was programmed. He was programmed. And I even remember saying to him one time, looking him square in the eyes, I said, who did this to you? And I could see that he wanted to tell me so bad, but he knew he couldn't. Now, the feminine side of this, same thing. Like I said, her story about her suffering and her pain, it's not true. Never happened to her. But she was broken by the government, by this coven. She was broken to the point of believing that that's who she was. And then they gave her powers and abilities. And her job and their job was to siphon energy off of me and be me. Copycat. All of her teachings are not her. She's not directly connected to Source. She doesn't mention Source in any of her teachings. Well, not any, that's not true. But she doesn't talk about empowering you. She doesn't talk about you having God energy within you and you changing your life. No, she is the end all be all. She is the only one that knows all the answers. Same exact energy and statements I got from my ex. Same playbook. It was amazing to me to see this in real life and to see who she really is in the spirit realm. These are not good energies. You may be experiencing this as well. If you are, I'm sorry, because these energies are extremely difficult to detach from, especially when they've been programmed to destroy you, to hold you at all cost. And they realize that if they don't, it's not going to be a good future for them. And these are the type of energies that you got to steer way clear of. Because when everything falls apart or starts to fall apart in their reality, who do you think they're coming after? And ironically, my ex-husband moved 45 minutes away from me and got a divorce from his new wife. Yay. Isn't that something? Because their mind is so screwed up. I'm telling you, these energies, these people that run this shit here, they use people as fodder. They destroy their lives. They steal and take from them to keep powerful people like you and me from rising up. I know many people my ex-husband killed. I couldn't prove it. I wasn't there. Could only talk about the experiences that I experienced with that man. But I know he was telling me the truth. It wasn't his truth. It was mine. They stole it from me. But these are the things that are coming back to me because I've done the work. God didn't do the work for me. Was I shown these things when I asked? Absolutely. But God didn't do the work for me. I did. I had to figure this shit out. I had to go through the pain. I had to go through the energy. I had to have the understanding and the acceptance. And then I had to do the work. You're going to have to go through the same thing, guys. These energies suck. They suck. And you got to get away from them. If you don't, they will kill you. They will destroy you. That's their job. They tell you a story that's not true, not their truth, it's your truth. Or they copy and mirror your energy to make you think that they are you. But it's a lie. It's an illusion. Break free. It's time. If you need help, let me know. I'm happy to work with you. No charge. I'm here to help. All right. Love.